What's up? This is All From the Phone, and guys, today I want to talk to you about the C60 transmission. This car currently has an issue. And it is an issue that I was preparing for and that I knew about because of my old XRS. This is my second XRS, if you don't know. I've said it in other videos before. This is my second XRS, and I knew that this day would come. I was honestly waiting for it. Like, driving this car when you've owned other ones, or if you've owned any 2ZZ, when you get another one, like when I had, this is my second one, so when I got this one, I drove this car always with in the back of my head saying, I'm gonna need a transmission. You know, it was kind of like waiting for a ticking time bomb. So why do these transmissions break? First off, if you drive them slowly, and if you drive them like a normal human being, and you just daily your car from A to B, and you just enjoy driving the XRS, hitting lift occasionally, you're not going to break your transmission. That's not how these break. They break when you drive them aggressively. Now, do you have to have upgrades to break them? It just makes it happen quicker, but typically no. If you drive your car aggressively and you have no upgrades, your transmission will break. It is not it's not a thing about, oh, I'm making more power so it's gonna break. No, they're just weak transmissions. So if you drive them hard, they're just gonna break. What causes them to break? In my case, I was very careful of taking this car to the track. I didn't want to take it to the track because my first XRS broke 2 transmissions taking it to the track. The XRS, when you take them to the track, they wheel hop a lot. The sticky surface, these gears are weak to the point where that sticky surface, when you grip on or preload your transmission, and you take off, that grippiness is what breaks those weak gears. So my first one, I broke 2 transmissions taking it to the track, a lot of wheel hop. There was one occasion where I had a really good night at the track, you know, really good numbers. In my old XRS, guys, I only had an intake and exhaust. Well, I had intake, header, exhaust, and I was like in the low 14s. Like, I was trying to hit the high 13s. And that night, was it that night that I hit 13.9? There was one night where I hit 13.9. I'm not 100% if it was that night or not, but I was happy. Next day, driving it normal, normal driving, literally normal driving. Put it into third, and as soon as I go to the clutch in third, I was probably going 50 miles an hour, maybe. And kabloomy. I mean, it sounded like a grenade went off in my transmission. So what I'm thinking was that it probably had like some sort of stress fracture in the gear, and as soon as I let go of the clutch, it just didn't handle it anymore and just blew apart. This one is different. When you're driving it, and I might include a clip here because I made another video, but there was a lot of vibration and I didn't want to put out a video with that much vibration and noise. I might insert the clip here so you guys hear what it sounds like. But yeah, so it sounds pretty bad. How did that happen? Okay, if you drop your like, let's say you're going 50, 60, yeah, I would even say 70 miles an hour, and somebody pulls up to you in a race, are you gonna just race them from 4th gear? No. Even if you rev match, I know there's a guy arguing on the Facebook forums. So this all came about, honestly, this video came about because on the Facebook forums, I posted a thing where it says 2ZZ owners live 1 transmission at a time. and I got a lot of good reaction. A lot of guys know what I'm talking about. A lot of people, making fun. But there are some idiots on there saying, "Oh, you just don't know how to drive your car. What's up with all these Corolla guys don't know how to drive their cars?" No, it has nothing to do with that. This car creates a lot of vibration, and the vibration is what kills these motors or transmissions. I say motors because there's some people also saying that they blow oil pumps. And one little thing about oil pumps, guys, I've never blown an oil pump in my Corollas unless you put in an underdrive pulley. I put an underdrive pulley on my old Corolla, an underdrive pulley on the crank. Okay, you can put them on the alternator, you can put them on the water pump, just not on the crank, because the crank is a harmonic balancer. It is balanced for a reason. These engines, of course, create a lot of vibration, like I was saying, and that vibration is what blows up stuff. So when you put a smaller pulley on your crank, the vibration increases, and kabloomy goes your oil pump, because the oil pump is right behind that. So I've never, honestly, in this car, not even afraid of it, because I know what blows the oil pumps. A lot of track days, when I mean track, I mean not up and down, I'm talking about left, right, like road course type of track day. That blows up because your oil is moving around in the oil pan, and you're starving your oil pump of oil, and that'll bust your oil pump as well. But if you don't track your car like that, then you shouldn't have any problems with your oil pump. But back to the transmission, yeah. So there was some people saying that they're like, "Oh, you don't know how to drive your car." Yeah, okay. First off, I think the guy doesn't even own an XRS or a Corolla at that, so he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. But yeah. So if you drive this car at high revs a lot, you're gonna end up breaking a gear. What I mean by that is, if you're in third gear for a long period of time in high rev, or you downshifted a lot, even if you rev match, that doesn't matter, you're still in rev. Like if you're revving, just rev matching, guys, all rev matching does for your car is literally what it sounds like. Matching your rev so that it doesn't jerk when you put it into gear. Does it save some clutch? Maybe. But you're still in rev. That has nothing to do with why you broke your transmission because you're not rev matching. Shut the hell up. I'm a mechanic as a profession. So when people say stupid shit on forums and about mechanics that don't know what the hell they're talking about, it pisses me off. Because you don't know the function of things. Like, you don't know how things work, and you're just spitting out bullshit that you heard from somebody else saying it, and you think you sound cool. Stop. So anyways, vibration is what kills the gears in this car. So like I said, if you're at a high rev and you put it into gear and it's vibrating a lot, that's what kills the gear. That's probably what killed this one. When you put it into gear, it sounds like a big whining or moaning. I still have third gear, but it just sounds like a straight cut gear. Now, what's the fix to this? There are some gear sets that you can buy that are straight cut. The only issue with straight cut gears, guys, your reverse is a straight cut gear. That's an example of a straight cut gear. When you put it in reverse, what does the car do when you hit the gas? It goes whine, whines, right? That's because your reverse gear is a straight cut gear. They sell straight cut gears for the regular gears, like first, second, third, fourth. But the issue with that is the whining. They are more durable, but the whining is the issue. So if you want a more durable gear, you can buy third and fourth straight cut gear set. They're $1,300. That's the issue. Where to buy it? Monkey Wrench Racing. If you have ever looked up any sort of parts for this car, you know that Monkey Wrench Racing is probably one of the only places where you have a lot of parts that you don't regularly see. You can't just buy it on eBay. Monkey Wrench Racing is a good resource for parts that you don't normally see. Issue being, this car is not that popular, so things are going to be more expensive for this car. Hence, $1,300 for some straight cut gears. And that's just for two. So, obviously, I'm going to tell you this again for the idiots who think that we just don't know how to drive our cars. If a company, a racing company that's been doing this for a long time, sells gear sets for third and fourth, I don't think it's because of the way you're driving it. I think it's because it's a weak transmission. Okay, guys? And what I mean by the way you're driving it, it's not that you don't know how to drive it. Yes, driving aggressively will break your transmission. That is obviously that is a way to drive, but that is not the reason, or that is the reason why it breaks, but doesn't mean that you're driving incorrectly. Okay, this is what I mean. Like grinding gears all the time, that you don't know how to drive stick, that's not what breaks cars, or that's not what breaks these transmissions. So yeah, so for all the haters that are saying, oh, you don't know how to drive your car, blah blah blah, shut up. You just don't know what the hell you're talking about. Sorry for the cursing, it just makes me mad. So what are the options? You could either do an MR2 5-speed, or you could just take your transmission out, replace the gears with beefier ones. Yes, you can put an MR2 5-speed in here. Monkey Wrench Racing also has a kit where you can put an MR2 5-speed into this car, which is a little bit beefier. A lot of guys are saying C59s, which is like the 1ZZ 5-speed. I don't have any experience with that. I don't know how durable they are. You're just putting a transmission in to see if it works, and I'm not 100% sold on that yet. I have to see some people using it. Typically, they say that 5 speeds are more reliable than 6 speeds. It's true. Less moving parts, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how reliable the C59 is. It is a 5-speed, so it might be a little more reliable, maybe. But there's just not enough people doing it to have a definitive answer on that. So your options are, you buy an MR2 kit, but that's like $4,000 from Monkey Wrench Racing, or you could just see the parts that they're using and try to part it out and spend half that, maybe not even that. So yeah, so it depends, guys, what you want to do, what type of driving you do. If you road race a lot, if you drag a lot, maybe you do want to look into getting an MR2 5-speed. Or if you drive like a nanny, or you drive like a grandma, then you're not gonna have to worry about anything. Another thing that makes me mad about stuff, guys, is people who are like, oh, I haven't had any issues, blah blah blah. Well, that's because you drive like a grandma, and you drive a car that, it's a Corolla. I get it. You're not supposed to be driving this car fast, but this car was made with a motor that was made to rev high. It was made to rev high. Okay, lift doesn't engage in this car when it's stock until almost 6,700 RPM. 60 almost. If you look at the tach, it looks like it's almost at 7,000 RPM when the lift hits on this car regularly. Toyota designed this car to rev high. The problem was that they put a transmission in it that was weak, and they didn't anticipate that people would drive it like a lunatic because it's a Corolla. But the problem is, you put a motor in a car that you're meant to drive fast. So yeah, it's a little bit of a engineering oopsie. I wish they would have put a better transmission in this car, but it is what it is. This is what we're stuck with. So a lot of the guys that are saying, oh, you just don't know, shut up. This car was meant to drive high rev. Like the dumbest thing ever to say, oh, well, you're just not driving your car correctly. Shut up. The car was designed and engineered to rev high. Like, that's like saying, Oh, like, it kind of annoys me when people buy fast cars, or cars that are quick, or cars that are meant to drive in a certain manner, and they don't drive them that way. Then why did you buy the car? You might as well just buy some regular. If you don't want a 2ZZ high revving issue, and you want just a regular Corolla, buy a regular Corolla. Buy a regular Corolla 5-speed. You're not gonna have any of these issues. But if you want something that's quick and you can surprise people with, and it's fast when you put bolt-ons on it, you're gonna have to drive it aggressively. It's just the nature of the beast. If you have, it's like having an Evo and driving it like, you know, like you're afraid of it. I hate that crap. I see guys in like Evos and STIs and all these cars, and they drive them back and forth to work. If you're gonna drive back and forth to work, why are you buying such an expensive car? Really? You know, like, it doesn't even make. Anyways, that's another. That's another topic for another day. But it annoys me when people buy fast cars and drive them slow. It's just annoying. Anyways, so conclusion: the C60 sucks. What are we gonna do about this? My plan is to take a transmission out of my beater car, which I don't know if I told you guys already on this video, but the beater car is going to be a Celica GTS. I originally was gonna just make that an A and B driver, because of that purpose. I knew that this transmission was gonna blow eventually, so I wanted to park it, and I didn't want to drive it and continue to abuse this transmission because I knew it was going to break. But it happened before I could do that. So my plan now is to take the engine and transmission out of the Celica, take the transmission, put it in this one, and then this transmission, build it, or try to get some sort of beefier gears, third and fourth. If I can get the third and fourth gears a little more beefier, I'm gonna do that. And then it just makes for more videos. Fun times. So yeah, guys, I'm sorry if I'm rambling. If you don't like this style video, I'm sorry. But some people want to know why the C60 sucks. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you on the next one. I should be having a video pretty soon about something else. But guys, give me some time. I'm about to have my baby on Monday, so it's gonna be I'm not gonna have much time. So yeah, I'll be trying to put out some videos, but you guys gotta be you have to be patient, okay? Because life is about to get hectic. And guys, I'm thinking about starting a donation page or something like that, because like I said, this costs time and money. I only have 600 subscribers, and as you see, I have a job. So I'm a mechanic for Orange County. So yeah, this is not something where I just sit down all day and just make videos. This is my own time, you know, and time is money. So if you guys think I should do something like that, let me know in the comments. If you think I should just stick to just, you know, free videos, I don't know. I honestly, I need the extra money. It'd be nice, and if I can get support from you guys to make more videos, I will. And I would use, you know, I would say 90% of the money that I would get donated to making videos. So let me know, guys, if that's if you think I should do it. All right, guys, peace out.